in a universe where life does not end at death. We explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. Before we get started, I just want to inform you that this series was recorded over Discord. If the quality dips, it's due to connection issues. Greetings, fellow travelers. Welcome to a new Reborn in Power series, in which you'll be taken on a journey across the core realms with a powerful, mystical order, known only to a few as the Guardians of Votonic. In this series, you'll follow a Guardian titled the Nameless Blade, as she uncovers void plots that spread across the realms. Throughout the realm of Votonic, lives come and go. A few are chosen for a great responsibility after their death. A Guardian of Votonic is chosen to watch over one of the many divisions found across the realm of power. Reborn in order to protect not just Votonic, but the entire core from the consumption of the void. For millennia, the larger void threats have been thwarted by these guardians. But now, with the reset weakening each realm, causing chaos to run rampant throughout the core, the Guardians seek to discover what plagues the void might have unleashed upon the realms, and whether or not it is too late to stop it. Our story begins in Division 9999 of Votonic, on a desert world located in the Melander Galaxy, home to a primitive society that just discovered a piece of an ancient artifact, a powerful blade, said to belong to the god of fire. So, Blade Honor of Votonic, better known as the Nameless Blade. You look out upon the horizon, seeing desert dunes in the distance, and it looks like there is some kind of caravan. A small one, at that, trudging through the sands, nearing your location. You
will intercept.
You will intercept?
Yes.
All right. You have encountered these primitive people, these prime, before in the past. They view you as some kind of deity. You're an alien to them. After all, you are technically kind of a deity. But as you go trudging through the sands, going your own path, and the caravan continues to kind of go over one of the larger dunes, you reach where they are. What do you do?
I begin by walking peacefully towards them, silently, observing each individual for signs of danger.
Alright. Please roll me a perception.
Counting fun things like weapons and yada yadas.
Yes, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
Alrighty.
First roll. Here we go.
First roll. Oh, you're gonna jinx it. That's what just happened. Everything's gonna be terrible. So that's a 5 in total. I rolled 1. You were right. Me, you know.
And you wait. That's adding your will as well.
No, it's not. I forgot to do that. Sorry.
Yes.
No, that's a 17 then.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm good at this, right? Yeah. Right, ability score, attribute score. Sorry, yeah, that's a thing. Whoops.
Whoopsie. You eye each one of them. You are able to see that they have sandstone blades that are all sheathed currently. You see a few of the larger males trudging what looks like it almost looks like a wheeled like maybe like a hut or something, and you're assuming that it is their chief that is getting brought to you.
All right.
You do see that they do have weapons on them. They're blades mainly, but they're obviously nothing
Good.
compared
That
to what
is the right and proper weapon.
Yes.
The only real weapon. All the others are pretenders. I will approach what appears to be the village chief or leader.
All right, you cannot see them, but they're inside this large hut that is being dragged by like probably about 6 of these larger men, big muscles on them. You see, and they're shirtless, you know. So you can see their entire body is like straining as they yank through the sand, and the sand is almost like kind of trudging along and causing a lot of resistance for them. And as you step out,
I'm not sure where they're supposed to stop, but I'll help them.
As you step out, you see them like look up, and you see the one that's kind of leading in the front looks over towards you. He has what looks like a stone tablet, and their skin is rather dark, like has a rather dark complexion. They're all bald. It seems like they all shave their heads, and they have these what looks like red tattoos on the top of their heads, their scalps. And the one that with the tablet looks up. It's like, Chief, it is the Nameless. And you see all of the larger prime like set the hut down And then stepping out of it is the chief. You see he has a thick gray beard, and he also has like similar tattoos, but it looks more of a regal element. And then you also see a what looks like some kind of crown on his head. And as he steps out, he looks at you. And then he's like...
I stare him in the eyes.
Nameless Blade. And he bows. He bows to you. Everyone else bows to you. We've come for your assistance.
Speak your need.
We have discovered something, and it is causing problems in our village. There is a stone of black obsidian. It is making the people my people, go mad. We have sealed it away, but the weak-minded in my village are still going mad, and it is spreading. I am beginning to hear voices. My people here are beginning to hear voices, whispers. We need your guidance. We need you to help us.
Very well. I will assist you.
And he stands up. He's like, thank you. And he looks back at he looks back at the larger men, and he's like, grab the seal. And they go to behind the hut, and you see them all struggle to lift what looks like it looks like some kind of ark, like a full-on like sealed encasing, and they lift it over, and then they drop it down. We must not look at it. Inside is the obsidian. And this thing is pretty big. It's probably about 2 meters wide.
Okay.
And
about how tall?
How tall? It's probably like a meter tall or so.
Okay. That is pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty damn big. And you see the men, they two of them turn their heads away, and you see them shaking as they go to unlock it. And they begin to unlock it, and as they unlock it, you see they both jump out of the way, and then the seal unlocks. And you see the chief is just staring at you to see how you handle this.
If it affects you so, look away or take cover. I will be looking upon it with my eyes.
And the chief you can tell that he's trying to be brave. He's trying to be strong for his people and still like keeps an eye on you, not on it.
I give him a nod of respect. And I'm going to, when I open it, I'm going to look at the thing inside, of course, the obsidian.
Okay. You go and open it up. I would like you to roll me a discipline will check.
Alrighty. Okay, that is a, oh boy. That is a 26. Yeah, 26.
Yay. Yeah, you're okay. You suddenly feel a rush of what sounds like these whispers that go through your head, and you can feel the energy kind of flow past you. It is a dark void-like energy, and it also emits this extreme radiation as it flows past, and you can feel it all. But
can I cleanse it?
You look down, and you see this large. It's almost. It's so pure and very... I would say it's smooth. This smooth obsidian stone that is massive. It's elliptical. And you see that it has these parts to it inside this casing that it looks like it would attach to a hilt. Whatever this is, it goes to a massive blade. And when you look at it, you can tell that if you were to try to cleanse it, it wouldn't work.
Such a powerful taint. Alright. I'm going to try to... You know what? I'm going to try and create just a hilt with my power, as opposed to a full sword.
Okay.
I'm going to make a hilt for this thing and see if I can pick it right up.
Okay.
I'm starting to understand why they sent me.
you go to create a hilt. I'd like you to roll me the blade, power form.
Blade. All right.
Mainly because you're gonna have to make a big one for this.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So that is flipping through sheets. That is a 20.
20. You
Yes.
begin to try to use your energy to create a massive hilt that could potentially attach this obsidian stone to it, and you get it to the right size, and then you realize you're gonna have to try to take this thing out of the casing that's been put into it, and you're probably gonna need help to take it out. but you have made this, and literally like everyone else, like as they are turning their heads away from the obsidian stone, they notice you do like creating. It almost looks like this work of art, and they're in complete awe. Their mouths widen as they look over towards it. Now completely, no longer even focusing on the fact that the obsidian stone is still there.
All right, now for the second part of what I need to do. This sword has no sheath. I would like to try to create a sheath for this sword.
Okay.
So that there's no... The idea behind this is I want to get the power of Votonic in the way of the actual obsidian blade.
Okay, well you haven't even taken out the actual obsidian stone yet.
Fair.
To put it onto the hilt that you just made. So you need in order to take it out.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna need to get some of the guys to help you, or maybe find a way to.
I'm gonna try and do it myself first because I'm pretty strong.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Would that be an athletics, I imagine?
That would be an athletics, yes.
All right. That would be a 19.
19, okay. I need you to roll me an endurance check now.
Endurance, all right. I got a 21.
21, okay. As you go and grab on to this massive obsidian stone, you kind of go and begin to lift it out of it. It is really heavy, like too heavy to do by yourself, and you also feel your hands beginning to burn a little bit. Not too bad, but it is hot as well. And,
oh wow!
And because of that, you kind of have to you're gonna have to like drop it back in. You're gonna need some help with this.
Yeah, this thing, I wasn't expecting it to burn. All right. New plan. I am going to close the box.
Okay, you close the box. You still have the big giant hilt to the side.
Nah, whatever. I'll just dissipate it.
Okay, you kind of.
I don't need it anymore.
It disappears. You close.
Plan 1 failed.
On to plan B.
Plan 1, make the dark sword mine, fails. All right, plan 2, do the mission. Do I have a way to bring this back to the harbor?
You definitely can. But when the Master Guardian specifically told you about this mission that you're on, that you were to wait for them to come to you. And now that they've you're gonna have to wait for them to come to you. You're basically gonna have to like send out a message to them.
Yeah, I'm going to sit on top of the I believe you called it an arc.
Yes.
And I'm going to nod towards the chieftain.
You've seen Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah.
So
okay,
like,
it's one of those.
The Ark of the Covenant kind of thing, like that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, one of those.
Big ass stone box. Yeah. Gotcha. All right, I sit atop the big ass stone box.
Yes.
I look at the village chieftain, and I say, I would recommend you get your people back to your village. I will guard this until more of my kind come, and we will deal with the problem.
Understood, Nameless Blade.
You have done well.
What of my people that are going mad?
I will contact some of the healers from my kind and tell them to visit your village.
Thank you. And he bows. Everyone else also bows to you. They all get situated and begin to head out. As you sit there, waiting for your people, you think about the whispers that came out of this obsidian stone and how it reminds you of the day, the mark that you sacrificed yourself, and how you fought the Void Walker that consumed your family.
I will take this thing of the void and I will make it of Votonic, and I will use it to cleanse the realms of the vile, twisted taint that is the void, until there is nothing left of it, like a surgeon cutting away a disease.
Suddenly, you hear a from behind you. And then you see a figure standing behind you.
I hop off of the chest.
You see
and I turn to face them.
They take off their hood. And you see Master Guardian Nevix stands before you.
I kneel and avert my eyes, as is proper.
And he looks down at you. Hello, Blade of Honor.
Hello, Master Guardian.
I see you have succeeded.
Indeed. The village which was housing this artifact requires tending. The void has infested their thoughts, and they did not seem far enough gone to require a purge.
Understandable. I
believe the desert has made them strong.
I will have a guardian on that at once. As for you, we shall bring this peace back with us to the harbor. And as he comes up to this large ark, he places his hand on it, and then he places his hand on your shoulder as you're kneeling down. And then you feel a burst of energy flow through you, and then you reach an invisible barrier that you land on. Beneath you are clouds. You look up and you see a pathway leading up to what looks like a golden marble statue. And then beyond it, a sprawling cityscape. And you see Nevix takes the arc, and then it disappears. And he looks over at you. So, Guardian, how has your assignment been in Division 9999?
It went smoothly. Unfortunately, there were no minions of the void to dispatch. but I find the artifact quite curious.
Yes.
It is my hope that we can turn it into a weapon against the void, either as a trap to lure in unsuspecting apostates, or purifying it into a blade of Votonic.
This will be very difficult, as, well, the stone that you found goes to a weapon that was forged by the god of fire long ago. The Supreme Guardian, Aris, will be taking a look at it. And we will have to figure out where the actual blade itself, known as the King's Call, where it's located. And make sure that it is out of any mortal's hands. For if it is in their hands, they will surely be corrupted.
I will start searching for rumors.
The place that we will send you to, in order to find this blade. We will send you to the Nebulaic Convergence in the Algorez Nebula. There you will be able to find the cult that follows the Flame God, or as they refer to him as the Eternal Flame. Once you find the cult, see if you can find out what they know about the King's Call. Understood?
Understood. I will use all the methods at my disposal.
When you go, though, know this. You will not be in Votonic. We will be able to communicate with you via codex. But only if we are within the mortal realms. Here on the harbor, and he looks around, we cannot communicate via the mortal technology. So you'll need to find other guardians that might be out there. We can give you all of their contact information if they have it, so that you can work alongside them. There are a few stationed out there in the Nebulaic Convergence.
Photonics will be done.
And he nods. Perhaps...
Grandmaster.
Yes.
Would you be willing to arrange for my plants to be taken care of?
Of course.
I would hate to see them wither and die.
I will make sure that they stay perfectly healthy for when you return.
Thank you, Grandmaster.
Before you go, perhaps go see Master VX-215 and see about getting the codex that I have told you about.
Understood.
You know VX-215 to be the archivist, the one that leads the library here on the harbor. And as you go down, following the pathway, you see it's almost like you're going through down a bridge over towards where you see the massive plaza opening up into the cityscape, where where you see the grand hall for all the Master Guardians. And in the grand hall, when you first get inside, are multiple pillars with shelves of archived knowledge for the library where the archivist VX215 is at. And you go inside.
I step eagerly. Excited for the possibility of slaying the enemies of Votonic, but also trying not to be too eager because that is wrong.
As you go inside, you see the Sin frame that is VX215 is kind of looking through the different shelves, pulling out scrolls. Like it's almost like there's different. Each shelf has different types of mediums of displaying knowledge, like books, scrolls, tablets, and codexes. You see he's pulling out a scroll and opening it up. This is a robot looking at a scroll. and
that's fine.
Yeah.
There are many strange things beyond my lifespan.
And he looks back towards you. Ah. Hello.
Hail, Master Archivist.
Good to see you.
And you as well.
I was told that your next mission is to go to the Nebulaic Convergence, and that you need a codex in order to communicate with other Guardians.
Yes.
He goes over to the codex shelves, looks through each one. You see him scanning through, and then grabs one of them, and pulls it out. And then he goes over to hand it to you.
I accept it and say, thank you, Master Archivist.
Before you go, it might be wise for you to learn a new ability. One of the Guardian abilities. The ability to transport yourself to the different divisions of Votonic.
Very well.
So you may meet with other Guardians.
I will do as you suggest.
Go see the Master Trainer. So he may teach you this ability.
I think of my time that I've spent with the Master Trainer and how I've only used it to, spar with a sword.
Spar with a sword.
Like a normal person. And I'm going to look at the Master Archivist and go, he teaches more than combat?
Of course he does.
Thank you for that knowledge. I bid you adieu, and I turn and I'm going to walk very fast and eagerly to the trainer. I get to learn more crazy magics or whatever the heck power. Yeah. Still kind of coming to terms with power. All I know is I am a sword.
You are a sword.
I am a sword.
As you go over to the training area where you see Master Guardian Naulin, a dragonkin that looks like he seems to be training another Guardian who is new here. You see they are a prime, and they have these two daggers they're pretty quick going at Naulin, but Naulin is just kind completely parrying off every single one of his attacks, and then nudges him back about 20 feet. And you see he falls to the ground, and Nowlin looks over. Oh. Salmon! To the side. Looks like we have, the Nameless Blade here. Or Blade of Honor. I don't know which one you like to go by.
It matters not.
You come here for new training?
I have learned that, yes. I have recently learned that you can teach me more than just how to fight.
Indeed. Well, you finished your first assignment. Right?
Indeed. I have been reassigned and may have need of the power to transport myself in order to communicate with other guardians.
I see. This new assignment, will it be in Votonic or outside of it?
Outside.
Ah. So then you will need to learn how to transport yourself through divisions. Very well. And as he comes up to you, you see he goes and places his hands on your shoulders. Or his claws, you see, he has like massive claws that kind of go onto your shoulders. And he says, now, I need you to stay standing. Understood?
It will be done.
And you see he begins to push down on you. I need you to roll me an endurance check.
I will absolute. Yep.
Yep.
Ha 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 ha. Oh, what a time to roll good. I'm kidding, I rolled a 1. That's a 10.
No, but your legs buckle underneath you, and it almost feels like they're about to snap as you get pushed to the ground. I mean, he looks at you before your legs do snap, and he's like, up again.
I get up and I do again.
Go ahead and roll me another endurance check as he goes and begins to push down on you.
Okay, that's a bit better. All right. Yeah, that's a 19.
19? Okay, you hold on for a bit longer this time. Your legs are beginning to shake, and you feel them go like about to buckle. As that happens, I need you to roll me another endurance check.
All right. 20.
20? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You're still holding on. You're still holding on tight. And then he says, Good. Now, as you feel your legs beginning to fall, you need to find deep within yourself the energy to rise above all the pressure being slammed against your body. Understood?
Understood.
And you roll me another endurance check?
Okay. Okay, this one's not as good.
Okay.
But, hey, that's part of the journey and experience. I got a 13.
Yes.
Super lucky.
13? Okay. You take 12 points to your stamina.
Not my stamina.
Oh, no, not your stamina. You feel it. The pressure is building up a bit more. I need you to roll me another endurance check.
My poor frail body. I got another 13.
Oh, what's your stamina at right now?
Oh, I got plenty of stamina.
Okay, well, you take another 24 points of stamina as you're holding on. You're holding on, but you feel like you haven't dug deep within yourself yet. And he's like, "Come on, aren't you the blade of honor?"
I feel like this is a puzzle, and I'm just bashing my head at the solution instead of thinking about it. I feel like, in my heart of hearts, I should be rolling a discipline check.
Yeah? Do you want to try it?
I think that would... Well, yeah, I'm going to try, like, searching my inner discipline and self and whatnot. I believe that's what you can do with discipline, is, like, check your own psyche and resist excess outer nonsense. So I'm going to try that, because he did talk about searching inside myself.
All right. Go ahead and roll a discipline check, please.
All right. So that would be a freaking 28.
Oh.
I rolled a 12.
As you feel the pressure building up, continuing to build up, you then search within yourself. You find within yourself a slight pulse of energy that begins to go straight to your feet and to your legs, as you feel your legs stop shaking and they begin to push up into his arms, and you feel a funnel of energy begin to flow down at the base of your feet, and it almost feels like there's some kind of tunnel that is extending upward, and then extending to multiple branches, multiple divisions in which you can tunnel through them. You don't know how many there are, and you feel like there could be more if you were to train yourself to build upon this ability. And you can feel the tonic energy flowing through you, the potential that is Votonic itself. And then the beam begins to emit underneath you. You do take 12 points to your energy. But as this happens, you hear, "Good! Good! You are the Blade of Honor!" And you see he takes your shoulders and begins to shake you, and then the energy kind of begins to falter as you lose focus, and you kind of fall back, and he looks over at you.
So damn dramatic.
he looks over at you, he's like, oh, sorry. And he goes,
"You're too dramatic."
And he goes to reach out his hand to you. And he's like,
I accept it, of course.
"Good work." And he lifts you up. Now, remember that feeling. And when you go out, whenever you feel like you need to return back, here, or through any other division across Votonic, access that ability.
And I smile at the handsome dragon man.
And he nods to you. And you begin to head out. Back to the greeter, Master Guardian Nevix. And as you head over there, you see he's standing there, and he goes and waves over at you. "Hello."
I salute him.
"Are you ready?"
And able.
Good to hear. You are going to be going to the Alcaraz Nebula within the Nebulaic Convergence of the core. This is within the cosmic realm, outside in the cosmic membrane, and it's going to be very close to where the dark void is at.
Understood.
Now, it is time for you to be off. And he goes and presses straight onto your chest. And then you feel the... And you reach what looks like a metal room. Everything around you is some kind of metallic framing. You see a bed next to you. You also see what looks like a window that is over the bed. And you look out to see a large, some kind of technologically advanced city. And that's where we're going to end this session.
I really hope I'm not like breaking and entering into some poor folks' apartment. Like some like single dad comes home and he's got his groceries in his arms and he's like, "Who the hell are you?" And I'm just like, a sword.
A sword. I am a sword. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end the session. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. I very much enjoyed that. You're gonna get 21 CP.
All right, I will write that down.
Perfect. And yeah, thank you all for listening to this first session of the Guardian series. And thank you, Lily, for joining in this awesome kind of nostalgic feeling of going back to the good old days of
no problem, buddy.
Yeah. This is gonna be a fun one. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I thank you for listening to The Guardian. As you listen to the series, you come to learn deeper aspects of the core you may have not been aware of. Pay close attention as the plot thickens. Also, if you want to be reborn yourself, you can subscribe as a Chosen to access Chosen creation and exclusive Codex entries. Until next time, travelers. Be safe. Stay safe. And if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.